He was a convicted murderer, a star NFL player. His difficult childhood and the sudden death of his father set him out on a path of drugs, violence, and destruction. But could one man hold the key to all of Aaron Hernandez's deepest, darkest secrets? Let's find out right now. Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press on the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and you're ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And as always, I want to know, are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Remember, just a quick 20-30 minute walk, especially first thing in the morning, get those endorphins up, and you are going to have an amazing, wonderful day. I promise you. And thank you all so very much for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday. And tonight, fasten your seatbelts because this will be a bumpy ride. Is this story true or is it false? I'm going to leave it up to you as I tell you this story. As you all know, last week I covered NFL star Aaron Hernandez, and I got tons of positive feedback from y'all, and I appreciate all of you who watched the video last week. And as you all know, when I look into a case, I dive head first, and I found out so much information about the case. I watched every single documentary. I found ones I had never even heard of. Of course, we all watched the Netflix documentary, but there were tons more that I found. And I learned that Aaron Hernandez may have had an alleged lover in prison. But could this be true? Could Aaron Hernandez actually had a lover in prison? I watched the entire interview with this young man, and I'm going to tell you all about it now. But could this man be telling the truth? Could this man just be wanting his 30 seconds of fame? I'm going to let you decide because I'm in the middle. I'm going to tell you my opinion on what I think at the end. But we are going to discuss Aaron Hernandez's alleged lover, Kyle Kennedy, aka Pure. Kyle Kennedy was a young man that came into a path of drugs, and he was serving time for armed robbery. He was being moved from one prison to another prison, and the new prison that he was going to held NFL star Aaron Hernandez. It was said by Kyle Kennedy that Aaron Hernandez wrote him a letter saying that he was looking forward to meeting him and that he heard good things about him. Aaron Hernandez was the shot caller in prison. He was the #1 man. Everyone looked up to Aaron Hernandez. Of course, he was a star and he knew a lot. And he knew Kyle Kennedy was coming to join him. In fact, when Kyle Kennedy arrived in prison where Aaron Hernandez was being held, he was Aaron Hernandez's #2 man. The two had lots in common, much more than you will know. And it was said that Aaron Hernandez fell in love with Kyle Kennedy. Kyle Kennedy says that Aaron Hernandez was indeed his lover. They would spend tons of time together in the cell. They would cook, they would smoke, they would get high, they would listen to music, they would chill out when they just wanted to be with each other and not with anyone else. Kyle Kennedy claims that he and Aaron exchanged several letters back and forth to each other throughout the day. Kyle Kennedy also claims that he and Aaron had several encounters with each other, if you know what I mean. Now, is Kyle Kennedy telling the truth? Could he really have been having all of these encounters with Aaron Hernandez? But according to Kyle Kennedy, they were in a deep, compassionate, loving relationship. And Kyle Kennedy says Aaron Hernandez was his first male lover. He said the two connected so deep that the conversations they had, we wouldn't even believe that they were real. He said that he earned Aaron Hernandez's respect, and that was something huge to Aaron. And as you all know, a lot of people have claimed that with Aaron, you had to earn respect. He wanted everyone to respect him. And if you didn't respect him, he found that extremely disrespectful. But Kyle had earned Aaron Hernandez's respect. Kyle claims that Aaron told him all of these stories, and every single story that Aaron told him involved some kind of fight or shooting. Kyle says that Aaron had a very bad temper, and he would get very angry very fast. In fact, on one occasion, Aaron's teeth were messed up. I don't know what happened with his teeth, but somebody said something and Kyle made a comment about Aaron's teeth. And he said Aaron just gave him a look, didn't say anything. But when they got back into the cell, Kyle claims that Aaron Hernandez pinned him up against the wall and said, "Next time you make a comment, I'll break all your teeth." So he said Aaron Hernandez would blow everything out of proportion. He was crazy, and he had a violent streak to him, and he had an extremely violent temper. But was Aaron Hernandez just showing off to Kyle Kennedy, or was he really like this? On June 17, 2013, 27-year-old Odin Lloyd is found murdered. Footage from surveillance cameras shows Aaron Hernandez picking up Odin Lloyd. 9 days later, on June 26, 2013, Aaron Hernandez is arrested at his home, as well as being released from the New England Patriots. Kyle Kennedy claims there was an argument between Aaron and Odin, and Aaron says that Odin was not loyal to him. Kyle Kennedy says that he knows Aaron Hernandez murdered Odin Lloyd. He says that Aaron Hernandez felt bothered by it. He felt that he was bothered by what he did to his friend. Kyle Kennedy claims that Aaron Hernandez, in some ways, showed no remorse, though. He said that he just wanted to get out of jail and go home. Kyle Kennedy believes that Aaron did not like anyone to disrespect him. Kyle says that if anyone would disrespect Aaron Hernandez, he would act out. Not just disrespect him, but his people. Aaron was very protective of himself and others, especially others that he loved. Kyle says that he and Aaron would do drugs every day and sell drugs. And I'm going to pause right there, y'all, because how are they doing drugs in prison? And how are they selling drugs in prison? I want to know. Maybe I'm just naive. I don't know, because I've never been to jail. But I want y'all to tell me, how the hell are people doing drugs and selling drugs inside the prison? Because is somebody bringing it to them? Because it's not like they can say, I'm going to be right back and come back with all kind of drugs. So y'all tell me down in the comments below, is Kyle Kennedy telling the truth? Could people actually be doing drugs and selling drugs inside the prison? Or could that not happen? I want to know what y'all have to say, because in my opinion, I have no clue if that could even be true. Kyle Kennedy claims, though, he and Aaron Hernandez spent several hours doing drugs. Kyle Kennedy is very humble, quiet, and keeps to himself. And that is why he believes he and Aaron got along so well. Kyle says that Aaron Hernandez wrote him a letter one time talking about his sexual preference, saying that he was attracted to men, but he didn't know if he was gay. And I'm going to pause right there and tell y'all, it doesn't matter who you are in love with. It doesn't matter who they are, what they look like, what sex they are. To be in love is an amazing, wonderful thing. And everyone should be in love. As long as you feel amazing, secure, safe, and you feel that person loves you back, it doesn't matter who they are. But Kyle Kennedy says he and Aaron had a relationship and they did have deep feelings for each other. Kyle says that Aaron wanted everyone to know. Kyle says Aaron wanted to come out to everyone. Kyle also says that Aaron's family did know. Is that true? I don't know. Did Aaron tell his family? Did he tell his beautiful fiance? Who knows? But Kyle Kennedy claims that Aaron Hernandez told him that he was going to tell his fiance, Shayana Jenkins, about his sexual preference. But who knows if he did? And as we all know, Aaron Hernandez went on trial for the murders of Daniel De La Bru and Safira Furtado, who were brutally murdered on July 16, 2012 in Boston. It was said that Aaron Hernandez had an encounter with one of the men when one of the men spilled a drink on him and Aaron felt disrespected. I don't understand how that happens. I don't understand how you could spill a drink on someone and that means they disrespecting you. But according to several people, that is what happened. And as we know, Alexander Bradley claims that he was with Aaron Hernandez that night, and that is what happened. Aaron Hernandez was found not guilty for the murder of Daniel De La Bru and Safira Furtado. But according to Kyle Kennedy, he tells the story how Aaron Hernandez tells him the story. According to Kyle Kennedy, he says that Aaron Hernandez did in fact kill Daniel De La Bru and Safira Furtado over a drink being spilt. He claims that Aaron waited for them for hours, pulled up beside them, and fired several shots into the car. He says that Aaron meant to only kill one person, but he ended up killing two. And that Aaron saw their brains all over the place, laughed, thought it was funny, and then sped away. For Aaron, it was normal, he says. For Aaron, it was out of, you don't respect me. That is disrespectful. So for Aaron, it was normal to him. He thought if somebody disrespected him, he was going to act out. But it was also said by Kyle Kennedy that Aaron was worried about Alexander Bradley, who was on the stand testifying that he was with Aaron Hernandez that night. Not only with Aaron Hernandez, but in the car with Aaron Hernandez. And remember, Alexander Bradley said that Aaron Hernandez fired several shots inside the vehicle, killing Daniel De La Bru and Safira Furtado. But is Kyle Kennedy telling the truth? Could Aaron Hernandez really have confessed to Kyle about this murder? Who knows? But what we do know is that Aaron Hernandez was found not guilty of that murder. So who knows what Aaron and Kyle could have discussed that time in prison? Who knows? Who knows what's true and what's not true? But according to Kyle Kennedy, he believes 100% that Aaron Hernandez committed these crimes. Kyle Kennedy says that Aaron Hernandez wrote him several letters. Kyle even saved some of these letters. The interview handed Kyle Kennedy one of the letters and asked him to read it out loud. Kyle Kennedy reads this letter out loud. I'm not going to read it to y'all, but y'all can all go find it on the Reels channel. The letter describes how Aaron feels about Kyle, how he wants to make all Kyle's dreams come true. He talks about their future together if they were to get out of prison. And Aaron discusses his own future as well, what he wants to do in the future. Kyle says that he and Aaron even got in trouble together several times. Kyle says that the last time he saw Aaron Hernandez is when Kyle Kennedy overdosed on a drug. He says that he and Aaron talked all day, they smoked throughout the day, they spent time together, and that Aaron Hernandez did not seem troubled at all. He says that he fell back, he said he then wakes up and realizes that he overdosed. And he said that is the last time he saw Aaron Hernandez alive. A week later, in April of 2017, sadly, Aaron Hernandez took his own life. According to Kyle Kennedy, there was a suicide note left for him and other letters. But according to Aaron Hernandez's attorney, Jose Baez, there is no letter in existence and no letters around left for Kyle Kennedy, and that cannot be verified. So, was there really a suicide letter left for Kyle Kennedy? Was there anything left for Kyle Kennedy? Who knows? But according to Kyle Kennedy, there was a letter left for him. But according to Aaron Hernandez's lawyer, Jose Baez, there is no letter in existence addressed to Kyle Kennedy when Aaron Hernandez was found. During the interview, Kyle Kennedy removes his shirt and he is covered in tattoos from head to toe, just like Aaron Hernandez was. I love tattoos, by the way. Anyway, on his ribs, he has a huge tattoo of the New England Patriots logo, and he has AA for Aaron, which symbolizes how he felt about Aaron since Aaron loved the Patriots so much. That showed me right there that there was some type of relationship between the two. And I know what y'all are saying. It's just a tattoo, Anne-Marie. It's just a tattoo. I love Marilyn Monroe. I have a huge tattoo of Marilyn Monroe on my body. Did I ever meet her? Was I in a relationship with her? No. I'm just obsessed with her and I love her. But I do believe that Kyle Kennedy showed love and respect to Aaron Hernandez by putting these tattoos on his body about Aaron Hernandez. I truly believe that Kyle Kennedy had love for Aaron. Kyle Kennedy was placed on suicide watch after the death of Aaron Hernandez. According to Kyle Kennedy, he believes that Aaron Hernandez was very stressed out during the trial. He says that Aaron wasn't eating well or sleeping well. He believes that Aaron was so stressed out that he took his own life. But Aaron Hernandez was found not guilty of the murders of Daniel De La Bru and Safira Furtado. So why would he take his own life just days after being found not guilty? In my opinion, it was a CTE, but who knows? According to Kyle Kennedy, a worker who found Aaron Hernandez in his cell told Kyle there was a letter addressed to him. He said the worker asked Kyle, "Did you receive your letter yet?" And Kyle said no. According to Jose Baez, there was no letter addressed to Kyle Kennedy. But according to Kyle Kennedy, a worker told him there was a letter addressed to him when Aaron was found. Could that be true? Who knows? But Kyle Kennedy also says that Aaron Hernandez told him there was a fourth body, meaning he killed a fourth person. And if that is true, if Aaron Hernandez killed 4 people, he is in fact a serial killer. But did Aaron Hernandez tell Kyle Kennedy that he killed a 4th person? Did Aaron Hernandez tell Kyle Kennedy he killed anyone? Who knows? But Kyle Kennedy says that Aaron told him there was a 4th person. Since this interview with Kyle Kennedy, he has been released from jail and he is doing well. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, I do believe that Kyle Kennedy and Aaron Hernandez were in some type of relationship. I do believe that Kyle Kennedy loved Aaron Hernandez, and I believe Aaron Hernandez felt the same way about Kyle Kennedy. Kyle describes how they had all these deep connections between each other, how they talked about everything. And Aaron believed that he could trust Kyle. And that was big to Aaron because Aaron wanted respect out of people and he wanted people to be loyal to him. And he felt that with Kyle Kennedy, according to Kyle. And remember, Aaron supposedly wrote a letter to Kyle saying that he was attracted to men and he didn't know if he was gay. So they could have been in a relationship. And to be in love with someone is a beautiful thing. And if they were in love, then they were in love. They loved each other. Do I believe that Aaron Hernandez could have killed a fourth person? Yes. If Aaron Hernandez did in fact kill Odin Lloyd, Daniel De La Rue, and Safira Furtado, he could have very well killed a fourth person. Who knows? And my heart goes out to all the victims in this, including Aaron Hernandez's family. My heart goes out to all of them, and I hope they are all rested in peace. But I do believe that Aaron Hernandez was extremely troubled due to the CTE, due to his traumatic childhood, due to the sudden death of his father. I believed Aaron Hernandez had several demons he was fighting in his head and didn't know how to deal with them. Suicide is never the right way. There is always help. You could even reach out to me. Suicide is never the answer. And if you are dealing with anything such as that, you could always reach out to me or you can get help. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I hope that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press on the notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. Always stay safe, always be aware of your surroundings, and always know that I'm here for you. And as always, thank you so much for the love and support. I couldn't be here without you. And for you, I am truly grateful. And as always, good night. I love each and every one of y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. And as always, kisses. Bye.